Hello, welcome to Friday Chai with Carol. My chores are finished. I will be nursing this all day because I love it even when it's not hot. But I know that I just want to share what's been happening in my Lady Eleanor's journal. I've been working very hard to try to get the background bits done. Now let me explain. This is Debbie Ann's lovely contribution. I have some more of the bits and pieces here in my folder, and I'm going to be working hard today. I did it worked yesterday and today, and I'd like to finish up getting the so-called first layer or background bits moving along. So let me share what I have thus far. Here is the cover with the canvas fabric from Walmart that I stamped, and this is waiting, of course, for finishing. And I'm starting to think what's going to happen there. But the last time we were together, I worked on this, and I'm just thinking that when this opens, I love it, but when it opens, it falls a little bit. So I'm kind of thinking that if I put a tie here and here, it could be tied on the inside, and therefore would keep that from opening. So my goal for myself with this journal was to work small. The sale binder did the trick. This is a piece of my personal ephemera, which I thought went so wonderfully with Eleanor's journal. And this is Euphemia, and that is definitely a Victorian name. Now this is really the name of a ship, but Eleanor's friend might be her best friend, who she's talking to in her journal, might be Euphemia. So this is how I planned this. This was one sheet of Debbie Ann's Vintage Garden Ephemera kit, and I wanted, even though these are of course loose leaf, I wanted them to make sense across and almost turn it into a spread so they would work a little bit together. So I glued a piece of the her stock onto mine, and that gave me the spread. And this was one of her beautiful papers that I picked, and I decided to put them together here so that they have some continuity. And on some, I did not have a large piece to background it with, so I did a raggedy collage on the back. And as you can see, I used some brushed corduroy, and a combination of that and gathered twigs provided the lovely whole, it's gone right out of my head right now. It'll come back, thank God. And this is a piece of my collection of vintage eco-dyed paper, and I liked the coloration here, and so I added this to the journal. And then we have another piece of the journaling cards that came with the papers from Debbie Ann. And today I just took these two pieces of of my lace out, and I thought I wanted them to extend just a little bit. Oh, I'm jumping around. You're down a rabbit hole with me, and here I am jumping around in it. Let me show you. I wanted this to have a little bit of softness at the edge, and I thought I was going to pick one or the other, but now that I look at this, I'm thinking that I'm going to use both, because I like that little bit. I like that little bit out, and I'm not going to tie. I might plan on tying the journal this way or this way. I don't know, but lots of decisions to be made at this point. So here we go, and here are my two test pieces. I'm going to remove them now. And as you see, yesterday I worked on getting the backs of these papers ready for some playtime. As you can tell, I'm almost working double time because I want to get to the play stage, which is my very favorite. So let me see, where did I finish yesterday? Okay. When I was, isn't this a lovely spread? Oh, I love these papers. You get so much here. You get your beautiful backgrounds. You get a doily. You get a vintage picture. Okay. The way I did this was I wrote NG, don't glue. In other words, don't glue it to another sheet and leave it alone, Carol. So this is what I'm up to now. And aren't these hydrangeas lovely? And don't they just work beautifully with these two wedding pictures? And here's another one that I need to do. Here's a heavy piece of eco-dyed paper. And no, I didn't do it myself. And a piece that I added to the back, and this was from the back of this one. So then I glued this in place, and so I have a tuck here and one here, and I want to play. So my goal today with you is to share working on these two, and I'm going to put a cheat on each one so that I know where they go. And this one will go there. And that leaves me with the backgrounds under control. I'd like to also start today to get the bits of lace at the edge of some of the pages. So I'm going to set the coloration here and here. It has been so much fun to try to work with this one, and the fact that it is a loose leaf makes it easier to work with, but at the same time you have to really, I found I had to think of a way to make it cohesive. So cohesive. Junk journals aren't supposed to be, are they? Well, that's Carol. Now, let's see what I can put on here. Let's get cracking and find, I'm not going to use that there. Those are going to get tucked over here out of harm's way. I have some very old French music. Love is coming. Okay. Yes, it is. Now, let's think about doing that there. But I need to get more of this brushed corduroy on here. I thought that the other colors that I had, my standbys, were a bit too dark. As you can see, the reinforcements, there it was. It's back. Thank goodness it's back. And, alrighty. Now, let's think about that for there. Maybe this for down here. Now, I don't have to worry about them because they're certainly not together. They're not going to be looking at each other. And maybe a bit of this right here. And that's why I have this out, because it was best way to get this done. Oh, I need to check. I don't remember whether I had, oops, there's another one hiding on me. Okay, I can do that. Where are you hiding? Okay, I didn't. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't distress. So, I guess we'll have to do 3 at once. 3 it is. And here. I don't think anything else is hiding. No, I did think last night when I stopped that there were 3. Now that I think about it, let's have just a little more here. Okay, let's go now. I'm going to ask you to be patient because I might have to do a little jumping up and down and hither and yon to get some extra bits for this collaging. And maybe some of that. Maybe some of this here. Ish. Yes. Yes, yes, that's good. How about some numbers? Why not? Why ever not? What else do we have here? Are these good words? Yes, I believe they are. Okay, there. Okay. The numbers on top because I like them. There we go. So that's 3, 3, and 3 for here. And here, why not? Let me see if I have any more masking paper. No, I don't. Now that I've changed things around in the studio here, it's tricky, so I'm going to, oops. I'm going to replenish this paper because I just love it, because I love botanicals, so I guess it's that's the reason. back to its little home later. Mission accomplished on that one. I have green here. I think I just have a little smidge on this one. Love the fact that this is such lightweight paper. This masking paper that house painters use. Nice and thin. Okay, let's see what else we have now. And what have I got in there that might work? That might work. A little piece of that might work. Let's see. That might be fun down there. I think I have one of these on one of the other ones, but it'll be far enough away. Not so bad. Just a little bit of this in here. I just love this so much. This was a letter from 1868, so I'm going to put that there because I love it. Love it, love it. Okay, that's good. Moving along now. Oh, little music over here. Oh yes. Oh yes. Alrighty. What else have we got in here? I want to keep these backgrounds fairly neutral. This is a piece of scanned paper. It almost looks like brushed corduroy. Yeah. Here. Done. Now, 1, 2. Heavens keep me from saying buckle my shoe. Okay, now, what might be in here? Ooh. Yes, this might just do it to it. just might work. Okay, let's just rip this now. Okay. One more. Is there anything hiding that I should have there? Oh, yes. Definitely. From my Thurber book. Oh, I didn't know that was there. Pale blue and gold cleanup paint. No. No, you're going to stay. Oh my, I hope you talk to paper too. I would feel so much better if I thought that you did. How about under here? There. Not enough, huh, Carol? Okay. Well, that was a good idea in theory. Skidio. What else can I do here to fix this little problem? Oh. Oh, yes. I can do that. Out of here. It says in the fine print that I can do that. Jigsaw puzzle. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Solve that one. Right now. Oh, goodness gracious. I can make anything over thought. It's so easy for me. I'm going to declare that done. Now I'm going to glue. And when I've finished, I'm going to come back and we'll see where I get next, because as far as I'm concerned, when these three are glued, let the playtime begin. The last step on these is to add reinforcements. So, my method is art glitter glue, south, east, west, because I am not that trusting a soul that I think these are going to stay for a long enough period of time. Love either making ring using a this sort of binder, or making a free ring binder, because they're so open to playing. Now that's that one gone, and let's go to the next one. Okay, let's this one. And then I do hope that you are having a very pleasant Friday and are looking forward to an enjoyable weekend. Jacksonville is having an air show out over the beaches that they have annually, and they used to have it on in town by the St. Johns River at a naval NAS Naval Air Station, JAX. But this year, they have moved it out to over the beaches, and I have to be honest, I'm very tickled that it's been moved, because it was quite an impossibility to move around, and yet at the beaches there will be plenty of beach for people to stand on and enjoy it, and you can park their cars and shuttle, all of which was kind of a logistical nightmare previously. But if you live at either Jacksonville Beach or Neptune Beach or Atlantic Beach, I imagine you have to either leave town for 2 days or plan not to come out, because there'll be no getting off the beaches, no getting on the beaches, no moving around the beaches. These are not huge communities. And yes, there were a lot of these to do to get to this point, to get to my playtime. But I'm really starting to be so tickled with what is happening in this journal. And since it is my first design team project, I'm having fun putting my best foot forward. Now, how to think about where the lace goes. Let's plan on 4. Let's plan on 4. Excuse me. Thank heavens for clips. One there. Might be too far back. One here. Here. And that would be awfully close to the back. I don't think I like that. One, 2, 3, 4, and that doesn't count. So that could go there. 2, it doesn't count, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 is going to be too many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not happening. Okay. But I really want 4, so I can alternate. 1, 1, 2. Maybe if I count these. So that's number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be here. It's not going to save me too much. No, it isn't. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, yes, I think so. How does it look? Visually, it looks like it might just be working. Okay. Junk journal, Carol. We're not trying to send this to a space station. No one's life depends on it. Okay, let's see, which one will we have first? 1, 2. 3. 4. I think I'll start with this one. Oh my. Too much, but that's okay. I just want that much showing. I just want that much to show. I'm sure this one is the right side here. That's the right side. Now, how much space do we have? By the time I get to doing the last one, I will have this figured out. I truly will. Truly will. I just did something brilliant and I don't know what it was. Okay. Let's try there. Just those 2 little lines. Let's get these out of harm's way. And where's my... There it is. Right side? Wrong side. Gotcha. One. Next it is. This one is the right side. Yes, it is. Oh, this one's going to be easier to do. I think I'm going to save a little of that for future reference. Okay. Carol. Sorry about that. I'm talking to myself in a very low tone. I have finally gotten together all of my goodies from my trip, and I'll be doing a vlog probably for Sunday. Make sure. Wrong, right, okay. Took a while for me to get things to work, to share with you. I had to do an experiment, which you will see. I had to make sure that something that I saw in my mind's eye was actually going to work, and it does. Let's have just a little bit more magic juice here. That's here. Roll this out so that the glue dries well, and it's there. This one. This background work for this journal is my way of working, but this is certainly not the way that a lot of people would do this. I like to get all of the so-called chores done so that I can plunge into playing. Guess that's just Carol. It's the way I've been since I was a kid. I was not a person who, either in high school or in college, let things go to the last minute. Get it done so you can play. I don't know whether I want to put that or when in doubt plunge on a tombstone. Okay. Make sure that that's going to do what I'm wanting it to do. You hang out over there. And here we go. Scotch tape on this as the end so that it wouldn't get to be all over the place. And it's fairly nasty Scotch tape. So, let's see what we have now. Let's put that up so we can cut it off. Right side, wrong side. Whoa, right side. That's good. When I answered my 10 questions about what I couldn't live without for my arting and crafting, I said that this art glitter glue was one of the things, and it certainly is. Although this is the other one. Now, right side, wrong side, okay? Right side it is. Didn't overdo. Here we go. Close that up. I've gone back to using straight pins, and I just, when they get a little gunky, I just throw them out and put a new one in. Oh, fun. I'm going to let that dry, and I'll be back in a few moments. While I was waiting, I trimmed the edges of the lace in the journal, and my mind, of course, was wandering about crafting, and I thought I would share with you what the playtime means to me and how I, let's say, over-plan it, but this is what makes me feel free and loose enough to junk journal. This is, you know what that is, and these are the extra bits that I added to the extra pages, and I don't know whether I'm going to use them while I'm making ephemera or not, and if I don't, and I can always include these with the journal when it goes to a new home. So that's one stack. This is a stack of the offcuts for the various pages throughout, and some of these look like the size-wise they might come in very handy as writing spots or tags, etc. These are 2 sheets that I had left over. One of the Debbie Ann's requirements for design team was that we use 75% of her Lady Eleanor's journal, and I think I've achieved that because that's what's left of that. So this gets tucked in here. Little notes to self, and these are the fun pretties from the collection, And oh, can't you just see how I'm going to have so much fun making these. These are bits that I had left over. I don't know where they came from. I don't know what they're doing here. But here they are. Fun to be had. And one plain and one embossed envelope that I think might just work a treat. And now back to Lady Eleanor's. Look at all of these lovely pieces and bits. Oh, I love that. I think that I'm going to declare that to be a Euphemia. Yes. There we go. Isn't she just something? And two envelopes. Wow. Now you can see why I wanted to get all of that ready so that I could say, okay, I can decide to make the things and tuck them in here and there and just generally have a good playtime. And now, here we are with today's accomplishments. There's the lace on the edges of the pages. And the bits of collaging from today. So these papers now are ready to be prettied up and played on. If you have enjoyed sharing this with me today, I would appreciate you giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. I'll be back very soon and we will begin the play process. Yay! See you soon. Bye-bye.